this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to put together Block A of the Janome Block of the Month. You can find all of the pattern instructions by going to your local Janome dealer. All of the blocks that make up this beautiful quilt are 10.5 inches unfinished. That means they'll all finish at 10 inches. The first block, Block A, is a beautiful checkerboard block. And you can see I have the finished block here and a partial block laid out over here. Now I'm going to show you a really neat top tip for how to chain piece all these little squares so they stay together, and it helps you put the rows together more effectively and more easily. You can see I've got some of it already sewn, and they're all connected by these little connector threads. Let me show you how I do that. The thing to remember when you're making all of the blocks for this pretty quilt is that the more accurately you cut and the more accurately you sew, the easier it will be to put all these components together to make the blocks. One of the things I find the most helpful is using the HP foot and plate on my sewing machine. I love it. It allows me to get the perfect scant 1/4 inch. So I have my HP foot on, and I'm just going to chain piece these blocks together. Let the feed dogs do the work. They know how to pull those fabrics through. You just have to use your hands as a guide. Now, pick up the next 2 blocks, put them right sides together, and always flip the right over on top of the left. Pick up that unit, line up the edges, and then sew that together. Don't break the chain of thread in between the blocks as you sew. Just keep going. It goes really fast, and before you know it, you'll have these all sewn together and they'll be linked by those connecting threads. Once you've sewn all of your squares together into rows, they'll all be chained together, so you really can't get it wrong at this point. What you're going to want to do is take these to your pressing station and press the seams all toward the background fabric or away from all these pretty colors. Press them all to the background fabric, and then you'll be ready to join row to row to row to row until you get it into a block just like this. Press those last seams, make sure it's nice and flat, and you'll be ready to move on to Block B. Be sure and join me next time when I'll show you a top tip for putting Block B together. And don't forget to check with your local Janome dealer to get all the pattern instructions for this fantastic Janome Block of the Month program. See you next time. We can't wait to see your progress. Share photos of your blocks and you on Facebook and Instagram. #Janome Block of the Month.